24/7 Mind of the Cells final episode.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मीरारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. પૂજ્ય મા ભગવતી, પૂજ્ય શ્રી અરવિંદ, you all are the chosen children of our Divine Mother. We must constantly, every moment, get ourselves be so located in the orbit of the Mother that Mother cannot be slightly invisible from the eye of our body. Our eye, not materialized eyes, not mortal eyes, should be artificially concentrated on Mother, backed by our ever doubting thought. Instead, we must create within the pedestal as such, where purity, sincerity, reliability, and spirit of surrender are the four dimensions which can be ever supporting to our faith in the centrally located Mother. That is what the final stage of mind of the cells. It is the immortality existing within the cell has to be given such a powerful passage that the universal supramental and internal supramental of the Mother, that is the mind of light, are so connected that the pattern has already become master's pattern. And that is the day 17th November 1973. Cocoon is to be left out. And what is cocoon? The imperfection, the engrams of imperfections, the footprints of imperfections, the signs of imperfections up till now collected through so many births right from the beginning of the Mother consciousness that had taken place of individual birth millenniums back. That is cocoon. Whatever amount, whatever quantum of human body in which Mother unknowingly also had gone through this vision of the Supreme, and the transformation to whatever extent Mother might have achieved in all her previous birth have been here in one birth so accumulated, and that too within a limited time span ranking from 58 to 73, became a true and genuine individual pedestal for supramental body to emerge. That is the new reality, new time, new space, and new age. And that is what Satprem might have collected the information from so many senior but trustful disciples there who might have learned, who might have seen, who might have understood a little bit of Mother's magnitude of this last and ultimate achievement of immortality over mortality. To express this way is very common, to express this way is very easy, but to comprehend it in supra-psychological way for our little mind is a difficult adventure of consciousness. Unless and until our consciousness of psychic come to our rescue, we cannot digest it. Even today, crores of people could not digest this sort of experiment of such a larger magnitude. The Aswapati sadhana and Savitri's sadhana combined together became the microscopic reality in this one and one supramental body of the Mother. And that is what Satprem, while concluding this book, simply indicate, could not explain it. Nor logically, nor psychologically, nor psychically. Because at that time, while writing this last chapter, at that time Satprem could not add any of her direct experiences direct from the horse's mouth. And that is what my always constant insistence for you people, that there should be no broker in between. You must have direct contact, hotline contact with Mother's consciousness through any media, but let it be Mother, Mother and Mother, nothing else. Then only you can get this ultimate truth just as microscopic form, not macroscopic or cosmic form of Mother's ultimate evolutionary mutation. It is out of our range, out of our mental range, even out of our human range also. Just like a rubber band, we may stress our psychic consciousness to at least taste it for a moment, at least to bear it for a moment, at least to receive it for a moment. Still, it cannot be accessible to our mind, not to other minds. To our mind even, it is very difficult to make it accessible. This is the experience. Experiment of a divine existence is a divine experiment. The magnitude of the existence is only comprehensive by the divine, by none else. By none else. Supramental body is also a relative body. Supramental body is accessible to new reality, E is equal to infinity. But supramental body, unless and until it gets so connected fastly, so connected intimately, so connected on the love of the true and genuine love as Mirabai expressed individually in Dwarka. It is none of our business, not our cup of tea, to realize instantly and at a stretch. It is adventure of consciousness, it is not the adventure of mind. Because how far the status of mind we have achieved as mindless space, but that mindless space also proves to be inadequate as receiver of such a magnetic, alarming, great, grand, and infinite power. That is the individualized supramental. We cannot bear our mental consciousness appropriately, rightly, and on time. How can we expect that this supreme truth can be made so easily available to us, so easily comprehensive to us? That is the problem. Satprem writes, the ordinary consciousness live in a constant state of forgetting. It's frightening when you realize it. Ordinary consciousness is also frightening to us. This is the supreme consciousness in materialized world. This is the supreme consciousness of infinity in the materialized world of relativity. How could it be combined within our one human body, one human experience, one human purview, and one human mind? As long as you are not aware of it, we are aware of it. Still, Mother says, as long as you are not aware of it. You are not aware of it means what? Not at the level of information being transmitted to us. It is the psychic intimation of the Supreme is being received by you just for a moment. Then that moment, one human moment, becomes eternity. If we can have this moment just for a while, then it can flash within our internal body. An internal body in us is not supramental at present. It is being supramentalized. The automatic and spontaneous process has been launched within our body, getting our portals, our individualized portals, being constantly transformed. But it is not the speed that Mother wants us to move. It is the automatic, natural, spontaneous speed of the call of our portals, call of our cells, which has got its own treasure as the mind of light. And it is that light that comes to the rescue of our aspiration to be the true and ardent disciple of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, because we are truthful to our aspirations as well as we are truthful to our surrender to the Mother. It is the wide sincerity that becomes our strength to experience this sort of unique receptivity. It is a receptivity, but a unique one. If we want to receive something, we'll have to aspire for it, we have to desire for it, and we have to apply our conscious, mindful labor to hold it, even within our heads. We cannot hold it without our decision, without applying our mind to it. So it is the supreme treasure, supreme treasure. How can we hold it? How can we hold it? How can we experience it? So we should not aspire anyway for our ever exceeding, our ever larging, our ever empowering energy within. Let it be the will and vision of Mother get so located in our body, and that will be the receptivity on our part. It's perfectly natural, so it will be natural, not artificial, not based on our efforts, not based on our psychological, suprapsychological, even pure exercises as such. Let it be a natural boon, let it be a natural grace, let it be a natural dynamic will of the divine. But when you become aware of it, you wonder. But when you become aware of it, that it is Mother, Mother, Mother who will do everything what is to be done within my body. Within my body. If I am eligible, if I am competent, if I am a true and ardent disciple, like Aswapati at his final stage, Mother will automatically transmit it to us. But it is Mother's will to transmit it to us as it was transmitted to Mother by Sri Aurobindo. Then we can have the real impact of this supramental body's new nature, supramental body's new milieu, supramental body's new competence, and supramental body's new light. So all such things should go together. Pieces are available to us. If you can fragment the same flow of spirit, the same flow of light, the same flow of new power, then only you can just step by step, go on realizing it. At a stretch, you cannot realize it. That is what Mother confirms. You wonder how people don't go crazy. In spite of this, how people how people don't go crazy. It's a grace. It's a kind of tiny microscopic trepidation. Oh, how horrible. Out of ignorance we react. Out of ignorance we reject. Out of ignorance, if we think ourselves to be much more intellectual, we revolt. It's so horrible. It's so horrible. When you are to be benefited, which is not your attainment, you are not eligible for this attainment, and still your mind automatically comes in a way, just from any corner, and you are kept forcibly away from the true, genuine, momentary, divine realization in mortal body. The exact description of the web of the physical mind, on the other side of which lies the miracle, all possible miracles. It's a miracle, but we are not prepared for this miracle too. Our mind is not still prepared for this miracle just for a moment. No question of creating our new portal within our body to be the real specimen of interim race, that is Sarhom. That is Sarhom. It's a miracle of miracles. But as miracle also, our mind that is always used to accept it doesn't accept this right now. More exactly, not a miracle, but the end of our scientific and mortal falsehood. Satprem writes that if we are prepared to receive it, and if we get the flash of it, if we get it, at least a single spark of it, then also it is more than sufficient for so many births together. What was not made available to us, just like a slight flash, is available to us as an experience. Doesn't matter, it is for a moment, but it is an experience. But it is the doubt, it is the non-acceptability on our part, it is unpreparedness on our part, it is some sort of subtle negativity on our part at mental level that becomes the veil in between. Mortal falsehood, the unknown natural state, and that falsehood is also unknown to us, but unknown natural state. It is the nature of the falsehood to intervene and to prevent us from experiencing and receiving just for a moment the signal as it is coming directly from the divine. Mother adds this, which starts to open our eyes. It starts to open our eyes. it can open our eyes. Oh, I failed, even under this impact, I failed. So we should be vigilant. If we are made to receive it, we should, without any reaction, that is very natural to our little mind at that moment also, at the moment of this highest peak, still we are incompetent, and we must be aware that we are incompetent. We must bank upon our final stage of samarpana, final stage of surrender, final spirit of surrender that will come to our rescue only. And it is, Mother says, and it is the same for everything, for world events and natural cataclysms and mankind. These are similar to, this moment is similar to calamities of the cosmos. World cannot get free from the impact of calamities. Earth also will have to suffer it. Our earth internally getting new birth has also to suffer it. It is the new earth that is taking place. It is the new matter that is taking place within our portals, has also to feel and has also to suffer these sort of jerks and jolts unexpectedly. So we begin to see that the web concerns not only the individual cells, it covers the entire human world. At that moment we can feel that it is the entire human world is throbbing within our body, We can feel electricity current without touching, without receiving anything, but it enters in our body from our newly formulated cellular patterns, newly formulated portals. It covers the entire human world, a constant microscopic irradiation enveloping the world within its nest. It becomes net within. Many a times I told you that we operate internet, we don't operate inner net. That inner net is to be rightly operated. If our antenna, if our inner net is raised slightly with our determination, slightly with our spirit of surrender, then it can start receiving it. And for one moment it starts receiving it, it becomes our permanent channel. It becomes our permanent channel. It cannot relapse. It will be steady, it will be stable, it will be permanent, operative, new instrument that will be the new birth of our mind too. It will not be the new birth of our body, it will be the new birth of our mind too. Mind before few seconds was so reactive, so contrary to our expectation, so contrary to our psychic impression, psychic expectation, becomes so cooperative, becomes so crystallized instrument just for a moment, but that will be a permanent power granted and given ex gratia by the Mother to create her own location within our body. Within our body. The number of suggestions one could call defeatist within the Earth's atmosphere is simply overwhelming. It is surpassing that everything is not crushed to death. It's so everywhere is constantly creating disaster. In outside world it creates disasters. Within our body also it can create this type of new disasters. And in 1907, suddenly I was left wide-eyed. I was most surprised. I have the curious impression of a kind of web, a web with masses, very loose, not tightly woven masses which connects all events. I started experiencing, Mother says in 1971, I started feeling as if the catastrophe taking place in outside world is taking place within me too. very loose, not tightly woven meshes which connects all events. If you have power over one of those webs, a whole range of circumstances can change. I first time in my life up to this day of 1971, I felt that with one slight aspiration, with one slight what we call determinism, with one slight focusing my light on events, I can change world's event. I can change world events. That becomes my experience. One of those waves, a whole range of circumstances can change, which in appearance are unrelated to one another. Apparently, they are all isolated events. One event at one place, another event at another place. But the creator of that such events, the cause of all such events is one and one, to transform the atmosphere of the earth, to transform the matter of the earth, to transform the reality of the earth, to transform the time of the earth in toto. They were all interrelated. That has become my present experience. Up till now I was thinking that this is there, this is there, this is in Russia, this is Europe, this is German, this is that. Bifurcatingly, in piecemeals I can experience. That was my experience. But now after this, in 71, it so changed that I can feel the totality of it. And not only totality of the entire cosmos, the totality of cosmos with my individuality. My individuality so widened all of a sudden that all such experiences might be taking place within me. If I could get all of them assimilated, if I could get all of them integrated, I can see that the world outside also, they are all integrated. Which in appearance are unrelated to one another, and I feel it's something enveloping the earth. It can envelop the whole of the earth. And it is not mental. It is not mental. This is not mental exercise. It is the exercise, experience, experiment, and lastly the realization of my newly assimilated all different portals of my supramental body. Interdependent circumstances which are linked to one another as it were invisible to the external eye, and without any mental logic I can understand it. The words are very simple. That is what Mother focuses. As it were invisible to the external eye and without any mental logic. If you are conscious, truly conscious of this, that is how you can change the circumstances. It is the transformation of consciousness, creating supramental body within, just like a butterfly. It is the caterpillar and butterfly are not ultimately separated. Still, caterpillar is also living and butterfly is also growing. That is, God shall grow up while wise men talk and sleep. Caterpillar can start thinking. Caterpillar can be a victim of thinking. Butterfly cannot. So this is the transition, and Mother experienced this moment of transition also. And you feel, question by Satprem, and you feel you have power over one of those waves. Have you got the power? Have you got the control? Have you got the command over this external event and internal event too simultaneously? No, not that way. It's because I was acting on one of these webs that I became aware of them. If one had the power to replace one of these webs with another, one could change everything that way. I must change the web of my mortality in order to realize the web of immortality. I can change one of these webs with another. One could change everything that way. It is inexpressible. It is inexpressible. That is what Satprems get it. Another question, which web are you acting on at the moment? This is mind. This is mind. We have not to complain against our mind. The Arjun number second edition of Arjun, second edition of Arjun also raises question against the divine. Divine is there, still mind is also there. And mother answers, I have no idea that are webs surrounding the earth. They are the webs surrounding the earth. They are all different webs, created by all nationalities, created by all religions, created by all communalism, created by all differences, created by all hostilities. There are all different ways around the sun, around the earth, and it was my assignment, it was my mind of light is to be applied to each one of them. And that is my plight at present. And this is where I was really amazed. But it is still being done. It is still being accomplished. They are all drawn within my orbit, this orbit, because they all are prepared to be changed. They all are prepared to be transformed. They are all willing to be transformed. Earth is also now willing to be transformed, which was not willing in 1956, which was not willing in 1950, is now willing in 1971. There is one I can see, why all the little circumstances of life are in it, and when I look at it like this, I see that it covers the whole country. I see it can cover the whole country. India is covered by this willfulness of the earth. India is covered by the willfulness of the earth. Rest of the earth might be ready or not is another question. Mother pinpointedly says India, and not only this country but the whole earth. My field is the whole earth, but it started with the preparedness and readiness of India first. That is what I could feel, I could experience. One day, Satprem writes, one day in 1967, mother suddenly emerged from a long concentration, because Satprem tried to recollect his own experiences in order to understand the gap of 6 months of the last and ultimate decisive action that was launched by the mother, was not eyewitness to it. That is his gap of comprehension, gap in understanding. That is a hole in his own logic, his own intellect, his own analysis, his own synthesis, whatever it is. And in his mentality, this is the gap of 6 months became a hole, a gap, gulf that has to be bridged. One day in 1967, mother suddenly emerged from a long concentration or contemplation and began to speak in English. Mother started speaking in English as if it were Sri Aurobindo talking. Satprem writes, as if it were Sri Aurobindo talking. When mother was bewildered, looking to the cosmic change and individual change, microscopic and macroscopic reality, but new reality is to be lived at a time. At that time, mother started uttering her expression in English. It was originally, it was common practice for mother to speak in French, and all 13 volumes of agenda firstly received by Satprem, recorded by Satprem in French. But now, at this time, mother started speaking in English, and Satprem could find out that it is the voice of Sri Aurobindo, not the voice of mother. That is the very Sri Ganesh, very beginning point of Ardhanari Nateswar on this earth. Ardhanari Nateswar, feminine consciousness and masculine consciousness started working together as supramental on the earth in one body. And then one body is the body of mother. That is the final decisive stage of the newly created supramental body. Start functioning within. Start functioning within. It were Sri Aurobindo talking. This often happened. Satprem writes, thereafter this often happened. She talked in her slow, little, crystal voice, but in a crystal voice. That was not the common practice of Sri Aurobindo. The operation, the operative mode is of mother, content, density, and gravity of the masculine voice. You can just imagine. Little crystal voice, and I did not understand a thing. I did not understand a thing. It is not my cup of tea to understand at that time. This is absolutely unique experience. 6,000 pages might have been recorded, but this last experience which I am coming across is beyond my understanding. But now it is clear. Now, frequently it so happened that now it becomes clear to me that Sri Aurobindo is speaking through mother. Sri Aurobindo is even speaking through mother's supramental body. Mortal body could speak in Sri Aurobindo's voice. That is understandable to me. But this experience is beyond my understanding, because Sri Aurobindo started speaking through mother's supramental body. One supramental body is invisible and one supramental body is visible. So invisibility is also made visibility. Mortality is transformed into immortality. Soul can speak to Sri Aurobindo in Alipore jail, was his experience. Now the supramental body, invisible, is speaking through mortal body of mother. Till now, immortal body or supramental body was not completely projected. It is not 20th of November, not 24th of November. It is in between 17th November or before 17th November. Apparently, mother left her cocoon on 17th November. This was something before 17th November. Mortal body of mother was existing in a mortal circumstances, in a mortal wave. Still, that supramental body within started speaking, and in the voice of, in the tone of, in the all accents of Sri Aurobindo's words. After some time I will be able to say, and after a long silence, mother writes, what the unreality of this apparent matter means exactly, I truly feel on the verge of finding a key. I truly feel I am on the verge of finding a key to open the new avenue of immortality, because it is the final sanction of the Supreme I received. I truly feel on the verge of finding a key or a knack, a procedure, how I can get my supramental body projected outside without biological procedure, without biological system, without biological, what we call, experience. Rather, because any sort of flight that is humanly possible, now I don't understand the real procedure of it. But something that could cause one to bring about a horrible disaster in 1 second, if one were to possess it without being totally on the right side, in the right wave, in the right zone of immortality and infinity, I cannot. But if I cross it, the extinction word, that is what the word in Savitri Sri Aurobindo mentioned. If I cross this extinction word within a second, then it can be possible for me right now to have it. Possesses without being totally on the right side. What disaster? I don't know. Something like the dissolution of the world. I could feel that old world has already been dissolved. It is a new world wherein I am transported, and I am so transported from my mortal body to my immortal body, from my present human body to the supra-mental body, and that was my experience. That where is disaster? Disaster is hallucination. Plight is hallucination. Suffering is hallucination. Death is also hallucination. The reading of the wave, the sudden landing, Satprem writes, landing on the true side of the earth, perhaps a very astounding landing, and it has nothing to do with science fiction either. It's not a scientific fiction. It is realistic autobiography. It is not a fiction, it is realistic autobiography. There is a very strong feeling, very strong. Mother writes in 68, Satprem quotes it. There is a very strong feeling, very strong in the consciousness that the time has come. The time has come, Mother utters in 68 and Satprem recollects it in 68. There are vast periods of time when things are prepared. The past is exhausted. The past is exhausted. Mortal world is dead. Mortal world has been dissolved. And the future is prepared. Future is prepared. Life divine for the earth is prepared at microscopic level in me. And these are vast periods of time, dull, colorless, when things go on repeating themselves on, and it seems it is always going to have to be that way, and then suddenly between two such periods the change takes place, just like the time when man appeared on earth. The first man appeared on earth for the people, for the species, rest of people, not people, for the rest of species, it was just a miracle. Similarly, supramental projection will also be a miracle to the scholastic mentality of mind. Change takes place just like the time when man appeared on earth. Now it is something else, another being. My body is something else, it is another body, is not my mortal body. That also I could see. That is in 68, and Satprem recollects is to understand the last and ultimate stage of the mother, because what time, the time that was envisaged by mother in 68 is right now constantly and concretely experienced by the mother, and is being presented to world, is being presented to the external world. Now time has come. There are so many things still. The web can be torn apart. It is ready for it. If there are enough millions of little vibrations of hope ready to cry out, to cry no, to tell all this unreal falsehood. There are so many negativities surrounding mother's, this body in November 73. And they are crying, no, 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 not possible, not possible, not possible. But they are all to be rejected. They are all to be rejected. The piercing of the web is not vain fantasy. It is something that all of us, or many of us, especially children, may have experienced without knowing it. They fall on the flint stones of, another French word is there, without hurting themselves, without a search, scratch as if nothing had happened. Nothing had happened to the mother. It's a normal way of dying. It is a normal way of death. It is a normal death, not unusual or uncommon death. and in effect nothing has happened. Those moments we call spells of heroism or somnambulism. It might be a somnambulism. In our terminology, which is familiar to us, in our terminology, which is known to us, we try to evaluate this event that is our common human mentality. In 64, Mother said once, and that was also compiled here by Satprem. That is my experience of these last few days. What shall be and how shall be? What type of last days of my experience of this sadhana? That is also Mother envisaged in 1964. That is my experience of these last few days with a vision and conviction. It was my vision in 64. What type of days I will have to go, what type of days I will have to pass, witness in my last days of this mortal life. Conviction, a conviction based on experience. The two vibrations, the trait penetrating one of falsehood and the light one of truth. Two waves I will have to face simultaneously. And I will have to choose where to locate myself, where to locate my mortal body, where to locate my psychic consciousness of my mortal body of this birth. Truth are constantly intermingled and constantly one infiltrates the other. Perhaps the wonderment perceptible, it's a terrible surprise to me, but still I will have to select, I will have to prefer, I will have to accept it. When the amount infiltrated is great enough to be perceptible, but I have the feeling, a very distinct feeling, that this phenomenon is happening all the time. This is the phenomenon, my last phenomenon, but it is happening. Even in 64, Mother could envisage what will happen to her body in 73. So that phenomenon will continuously going on, and it will happen many a times hereafter even. Happening all the time, all the time. Everywhere, in a minuscule way, there is a sort of infinitesimal infiltration of truth into falsehood. Truth in each and every body of the world, each and every body of the human species will infiltrate. And truth of what? Truth of the supramental that descended down on the earth in 56. So you can just imagine, mind of light within the body of Mother is also working. Supramental descended down on the earth is also working, and the psychic of the Mother is also working as her personal sadhana, and these portals, newly created portals, newly transformed cells in new portals creating the supramental body within her body are also working, and Mother's psychic is to focus all these different designs and different weights, and simultaneously is required to collect all of them as part and parcel of his last ultimate final mutation of the earth, individually to be experienced in such a way that its magnitude also can be handled and its microscopic individuality also can be successfully handled. I can't describe it, Mother writes, I can't describe it. The amount of infiltration is great enough to give the impression of a miracle. It gives me also impression of a miracle. Perhaps that is what happened in May 1968, but otherwise it is something happening all the time. It is something, it happened concretely in 68, but something is concretely and constantly happening similar to this. But otherwise, it's something happening all the time, ceaselessly, continuously throughout the world, I am living the whole world within my one moment. I live whole the world within my one body, and that is to be even transmitted to my supramental body within my body. Experience through my mind has to be transmitted to my body within. It is indescribable event. Language, words, jugglery of language that falls short to even describe, and mind terribly falls short to comprehend. I think it will happen when there is a great enough number of conscious people who absolutely feel that there is no other way. I have faith people around me will be so conscious that what is going on within me is a super reality of tomorrow, then I also will have their support. This is the new Govardhan Leela as I described, I presented before you in Savitri. It is new Govardhan Leela. World is preparing for a bigger change for supramental change. Are you ready? And we are ready means we consciously think, we consciously offer our mind, we consciously offer our little portal to surrender to the mother in order to be within her orbit. Can we not do this only? That is what we are doing during this 17th November to 24th of November, and we have preparedness, and that has been offered to the mother as the part of our surrender in this satra, in this time, on this spur of the moment. There was a moment when the mental being was able to manifest on earth. Our mental being is such a receptive mental being that it has offered to manifest on behalf of the mother the vision of mother as concrete reality, just might be a one atomic existence of this cosmic vast concrete reality of supramentalized world, but we have offered our positive mentality to it is a one molecule. It is so microscopic existence in our surrender we have offered to the mother. There was a moment when the mental being was able to manifest on earth. There will be a moment. Moment is written by Satprem in capital, so mother might have emphatically expressed it. When human consciousness will reach a state that will enable the supramental consciousness to enter that human consciousness. No, there comes a moment when it happens. It can be done in a flash. We'll receive it, we'll get it, we'll be eligible for it. Doesn't matter our mind at that time will register it or not. Mind will take cognizance of it. Makes no difference, but within a flash we can receive it. Human consciousness and manifest. It doesn't stretch like a rubber band. There comes a moment when it happens. We have been preparing it from 1914 here in your America. And today this moment is within our hand, provided we open our eyes of the body, the third eye of our existence, the third eye of our newly being transforming human body, we can receive it definitely. And that is what the guarantee given to us in her last days by the mother. This is the guarantee given to us. Are you conscious? Are you ready? Are you prepared? We don't know to what extent we are prepared, but at least we must seize our meddling mentality to stop at this level. Then passage will automatically be created by the mother to give us the new vision, new experience of understanding what is the magnitude of the tremendous sadhana of the mother and what is the outcome of it that is kept well reserved by Sri Aurobindo and the mother in that sadhana is now concretely and wonderfully made available to us. human consciousness and manifest. It doesn't stretch like a rubber band. There comes a moment when it happens. It can be done in a flash. It can be done in a flash. Satprem takes note of this experience of mother in 1955. Before supramental descent. Mother's confidence in supramental descent and mother confidence in the ultimate result of supramental descent, that is assimilated here by compiled here by Satprem in order to give a concrete assurance to all of us, to the people with doubts, to the people with reactions, and to the people with incomprehensiveness and doubt, terrible doubt. We shall let go of everything, our pens, our laws, our science, our caged in future. The world will be filled with an immense laughter. It will be a Paramanand brought down on the earth, and our mortal body also will start experiencing the sparks and waves of this Paramanand on the earth, provided in this birth, if we are slightly ready for receiving this new time, new space, new reality, and new consciousness. And we shall be there. And why not now? The already dead will drop dead. The already dead will drop dead. An apocalypse, indeed, a smiling one, fatal for the dead and light for the ever living, a fairy tale within the cells of the earth. It will be a fairy tale. Nobody will believe at that time that this might have taken place, this might have happened, and it has become the true, genuine reality. Tomorrow it will be realized with all human measures, with all human parameters, just on the strength of the prevalent human mentality of that time. But still, we are to see it in advance. Fortunate are those who take plunge into the future, and we are fortunate that we are taking plunge into the future. So this is our decisive plunge of this birth. This is our decisive plunge of this birth, that we can, whatever little bit we could grasp here might be a very incompetent, indescribable experience, but it is the experience given to all of us as a marvelous, par excellence prasad by Divine Mother ex gratia to all of us. That is what our present state of consciousness, if we are quite conscious on the strength of our psychic, on the strength of our spirit of the surrender, we can have the taste of immortality, being enveloped by total mortality in this birth. That is nothing but the grace of the Mother. And we conclude this unique saptah of 7 episodes here in between 17th November and 24th November. Today it is the Krishna consciousness, new Krishna consciousness, that is with us, just calling us, inviting us to be in his circuit for new, wider, cosmic Ras Leela based on immortality and infinity.